firstly thank you for sparing some time to talk about the issue at hand, drugs in the AFL. The use of drugs continues to be an impacting problem on the AFL. Over the past decade there has been a decrease in the numbers of players testing positive to illicit and performance enhancing drugs, with the statistics of 26 players in 2012 to now 4 in 2014. Drug use threatens personal health, the fair play and the integrity of the game that we all know and love. Currently, there are two distinct but related illegal drug issues confronting the AFL. The use of illegal drugs for recreational purposes such as cocaine, ecstasy, marijuana and ketamine, and also the use of performance enhancing drugs otherwise known as doping. We have responded to these issues by enforcing the illicit drug policy and the anti-doping code. The involvement of drugs in the AFL affects various groups and players themselves, as to their coaches and even young, inspiring athletes. The AFL works in conjunction with the Australian Sports Anti-Doping Authority, or ASADA, to implement the World Anti-Doping Code by preventing and detecting and enforcing breaches of anti-doping violations. However, the AFL has recognised that beyond legal measures and many more approaches is required to such drug use, primarily through education and awareness raising campaigns. Thank you.
We see in today's society that recreational and performance-enhancing drug use is becoming increasingly common, and with this, there has been a rise in the public's lack of discernment for the issue. A study conducted at Griffith University suggests that children may be influenced to perceive drug use as beneficial in sport, with ideas that it not only increases performance but also fame, respect and salary. This perception of drug use in modern sporting and celebrity figures is not something the AFL wishes to be affiliated with in the future. Therefore, it is important that we educate people on the consequences of drug use to ensure this misconception is eliminated. Although there are various education programs already provided by two organisations we work very closely with, the World Anti-Doping Agency and the Australian Sports Anti-Doping Society, us at the AFL feel as though we can give significant advice and knowledge to those within the AFL community, but also to the general public, particularly the young people. It is for this reason that we have developed 3 new education programs aimed at different target groups who we believe will receive the most value from such programs. The 3 groups the AFL wishes to focus on are athletes and coaches, support personnel and of course young people. The number of players testing positive to illicit and performance-enhancing drugs has decreased. In 2012 we had a record 26 players test positive. This has then declined to 15 positive tests in 2013 and finally to 4 players in 2014. Although we are proud of these results, we do believe the AFL should be free of all drugs in order to maintain the integrity of the game. Unfortunately, there has been some concern in regards to the athlete support personnel, with 31.3%, the minority of all support personnel, actually advising athletes on anti-doping activities. Studies show that this could be due to their lack of knowledge on their responsibilities, and this demonstrates the needs for additional education programs. Of course, aiming to achieve a goal as vast as increasing education about drug use in the AFL will not always be smooth sailing. Our main concern is people in the AFL community not responding to education. However, with the number of athletes taking both illicit and performance-enhancing drugs declining over the last 3 years, we believe that our initiative can continue to improve on this. This is why young people are so crucial in our plan to abolish the drug use in AFL, because they are our future. If numbers are already declining, then it is our responsibility to ensure that these numbers continue to decrease and this is sustained in the future. It is anticipated that the program will give athletes, coaches and support personnel a greater understanding and appreciation for the rules of the game, allowing a level of respect to be developed. This in turn should allow these key stakeholders to determine what is appropriate and make informed decisions on this, and this is why it is important to increase education.
Through quality coaching sessions, participants will learn the skills of the game just like I did.
Look, I think drug use continues to be a major problem in the AFL. I think one of the underlying issues is that there is not enough awareness about drugs and its effects in a sporting environment, whether it be in regards to the effects on the athlete's body or the legal and social repercussions. Many people understand that illicit drugs such as cocaine, ecstasy, marijuana, etc. are bad for you, but not many are aware that even performance-enhancing drugs can be detrimental as well. Some people may think that doping should be allowed because it is part of the nature of the game, when it really isn't, because it gives players an unfair advantage. It threatens the integrity of AFL and it damages their personal health. As I was saying before, I think we need to raise awareness about drug use in AFL, both illicit drugs and performance-enhancing drugs. That's why I think we should organise a campaign to not only inform the athletes of the effects of drugs and to eliminate doping in the AFL, but also more importantly, to increase awareness of the different support services available so that athletes know where to go so they can seek assistance for treatment or counselling in case they do experience problems related to drug use. The campaign will target a broad audience comprising of the AFL players and their support networks such as family, friends, coaches, etc. The more people who are aware of this issue, the better. Ideally, the campaign will be implemented across 3 main channels, including social media, such as status updates, infographics, blog posts, print media, such as brochures and posters, and TV advertisements. I think that by providing a whole range of media to a broad audience, we can ensure that the whole community is aware of this issue and will share the same view that drugs in AFL should not be tolerated. By creating a social stigma and promoting the negative health and career implications associated with such abuse, we hope that there will be a reduction in the number of athletes who take drugs, whether it be for recreational or performance-enhancing purposes. At the end of the day, it is essentially up to the athletes to determine for themselves whether or not taking drugs is the right decision to make. We can only hope to raise awareness about this issue and to provide assistance and guidance in order to protect the health and well-being of the current generation of AFL players as well as of those yet to come.
Thank you, Janice and Kimmy, on those objectives. They will definitely benefit the game. In conclusion, the proposed objectives outline a holistic, active approach to counteract drug use and the involvement in the Australian Football League. Throughout the use of education and drug awareness campaigns, we are targeting our approach towards the younger generation as well as the wider AFL community as a whole. Our intentions are to promote a safer, fairer playing field on all levels of the game. Thank you.